I'm gonna put a post up though.
Give people like 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
You said what, bro? I hurt yourself. You good? I was at Charlie's Popsicle. It was good. And make your eyes water. How good it was. Respect. Hey, it just came out today. So you was the first to try it? Dang, word. You should have posted some content about that, bro. Oh, you did. Okay.
We're doing that, and then
Okay. 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 I'm tracking, bro. Tracking. You said what? Yeah. Okay.
I like
Okay.
this.
Like what?
The title.
So, nah, don't move that. Don't move that. I'm gonna need it for this video. I'm doing a video right now. I'm doing it right now. What you thought? What you thought we was in here for?
Hey yo,
You thought it was just video chat?
no funny boy.
Ah man. Oh man. We about to get paid.
We about to get paid.
We about to get paid, man. Get it. Do the Johnny Manziel thing. Johnny Manziel, yeah. Johnny
Yes,
Manziel.
Sirski. Even though we Gamecocks over here.
Johnny Manziel. Come on, man. Let the chat see. Johnny Manziel. Yeah. So money. Yeah. We gonna get bread. Come on.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
getting
you
money.
got your own. Yeah, you got your own bag of money, man. Huh? Grandma sent that money to you? That's word. Word. What's up, people in the chat, man? I got my dog, me Trey, man.
I don't think we got anybody in just yet.
People that's gonna be popping up, man. It's the little homie, man. Yeah, yeah. Can't put that in the chat. Don't throw him. You got rid of him. Word. Let's see what's going on. I thought I saw somebody in the chat earlier.
It might have been in real quick.
We got somebody in the, unless that's you. In the,
Nah, it ain't me.
we got somebody in the audience.
I don't see nothing on my side.
I see somebody in mine. I low key, like on a low keys could have did this whole active shit, but at the same time, on the highest of keys I could. Just because, bro, I love the control that I got over my life. Literally, bro, I was talking to this kid, bro. This kid's like, yeah, man. He's like, did you ever go active? I said, nah, man, I ain't go active, bro, but I did. I did, but like, I did like maybe like my first year and a half,
Yeah.
I was on constant orders. So like, I got a little taste of like how it was on the active side. And he was telling me, he was like, yeah, shit, bro, on the active side, all we was really doing was sitting around doing nothing for most of the time. So yeah, I hear that a lot. And even when I was like, though, it's like once we did everything, it was just like, what we do now? Shit, go home. Go home. I was like, bro, some of y'all niggas be living some lovely ass lives. He's like,
Like,
yeah,
come
if you
on,
high
bro.
rank. He's like, yeah, if you high rank, yeah. But if you low rank, motherfuckers had us fuck. He said, what he said? He said, yeah, they had us mopping in the rain. I said, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, I would have been mad, boy.
Jeez. I could have did that shit, bro, but it's just like, mm-mm. And plus, I like growing up my shit, man. Like growing up my little goatee. Oh shit, the dimple's coming back. Oh,
Boy, can't nobody see that.
dimple's coming back. But yo. I'm gonna let y'all in on something, bro. This is the sports pod today. So if you came in for the life stuff, it's not happening. We on bullshit, but we ain't all that type of bullshit. Shout out to Rudy Gobert, man. Gobert.
I can't stand over here and them say that.
Huh? Gobert.
I be hearing them say Rudy Gobert.
Gobert.
I'm like, please say Gobert.
Especially like when somebody tells you exactly how to say their name. You mispronounce it on
Right.
purpose.
How they was doing what's buddy name? ETN.
A-Chain.
A-Chain. He said I kept telling the coaches they just weren't getting it. So I just stuck with it.
All right, yeah, man. We're pulling in on 10 minutes, man. We about to go ahead and get it started, man. We're about to get it started. You good, Shy?
I'm good.
All right. Welcome, man. It's another episode of the Kova Vibez podcast, the sports side of the podcast, where we bring to y'all nothing but laughs and hard facts, man. Here to my left, man. Here to my right. Here to my center. Here to my pause. Here to my back. Here's my dog. Shy Vybez, man. How you doing, my boy?
I'm good, bro. What's the word? What's the word?
Ain't shit, man. How you living, man? How was your weekend, man? How was your Monday?
I'm good, G. It's another day in paradise, man. What's the word? What's the word?
Ain't shit, man. But we got a lot to unpack today, man. You got, the end of the first round. Uh, if I'm
Man,
talking low to y'all, if I'm talking low, man, it's because gotta respect everybody's household. You know what I'm saying?
of course.
Family,
Of course.
family's household. So I just try to respect. I can be as loud.
We can't go
But
too crazy today, right?
yeah. I'm still give you the same energy, just at a lower tone. You feel me? So, but yeah, yeah, man, we got a lot to unpack, bro. End of the first round. Beginning of the second round, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, we're gonna
Man.
start by talk about the Celtics, man. What's up? What's up with your boy, man? What's up with your boy JB, man? We're gonna
My
start
boy,
by
nigga. You know I'm
addressing.
not a Celtics fan. I hate them
We're
niggas.
gonna we're gonna address his comments, man. What's up with them comments, bro? About the flopping
First
and
of all, let's not even talk about the comment section. Let's just talk about the whole act in general. Brother,
okay,
you just lost game 7 after you was up 3-1 on this team. And the
talk
moment
to me,
Joel Embiid come back, y'all everything flipped. Right? Now, granted,
talk
Jason
to me,
Tatum went down too. But here's one thing I don't like. You a
Mhm.
superstar.
Right?
The last thing we need you to do is to get your ass on fucking Twitch. Now, don't get me wrong. Make your
Right?
money, G. Make your money.
Right?
That's money right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Right. But we don't need you getting on there dissecting the game film immediately after a game 7 loss when you blew a 3-1 lead like that.
Mm,
Complaining.
mm,
You can't change nothing now. It's
mm,
over with. It's over with,
mm.
bro.
Why
You
you ain't get on Twitch
superstar. You was
during
in
the
the
game?
MVP. Huh?
Why you ain't get on Twitch during the game?
Like for real, at this point, bro, you a superstar, right? You make max contract money, right?
Yeah,
You MVP conversation while JT was hurt, right?
yeah.
You know what time it is. And I'll be honest with you, JB. You play through the contact. Yes, you do. But just because you don't flop, don't mean you don't get favorable calls. Because I've seen it. I've seen it for years. You still
Mm,
get favorable calls. The only difference between
mm,
you and them is you don't flop.
mm.
And I admire that about your game, big dog. You don't flop. When you get the ball, your mindset is I'm going to get a bucket. Why? Because that's what my team needs, and I'm a dog. Go get a bucket.
Right.
Don't get on the internet. Don't get on the internet like that, bro. We don't need that from you.
That's it.
We don't
That
need
shit
that from
pissed
you.
me off.
Let your fans do that, bro. Because if you want to be honest, I feel like you've been wanting to do it. You've been wanting to do it against Shea. You've been wanting to do it against Luca or whoever else be flopping in your mind. It just
Mm-hmm.
so happened that this one stung a little harder because y'all was up 3-1, then you lost game 7 at the Garden where
Right.
Maxi got off, Maxi got loose, Edgecombe got loose, Oubre got loose early, Paul George got loose on his birthday, and Joel Embiid was getting hurt and still was getting loose. And yeah, he be flopping around. So what, bro? Stop complaining. At least
Yeah.
not right there, bro. Not in that moment. Not in that moment. That's the last thing we want to see, bro. The last thing we want to see. And yeah, the
Yeah.
NBA can't really fine you for that, right? Because I mean,
They can still find him for we're talking about rest. They can still find him. It's public addressing of the rest.
fair enough. Speaking of that, bro, you said it's a few refs from the past few games that need to be under investigation,
I
brother.
ain't
That's
hear that
not your
part.
place to say publicly.
Hey, hey, y'all. Hey, hey, that boy Shot telling your news to me, but I ain't hear that part. What he said. What he
That is
said.
not your place to say publicly. None
I
of
mean,
it.
I can't really say that ain't his place because Devin Booker said the same thing.
Just because another nigga said it don't mean it need to be said in public.
I
Handle your shit
mean,
behind the scenes, bro. Get
I
to your dirty
mean,
work behind the scenes. Because you know what I put that on the same level as? You trying to gain traction. You trying to get steam. Who else tried to get steam by putting something out there? I ain't saying it's the same thing. I'm just saying once you
I
get on
mean,
social media like that, you trying to get the attention for
I hear that, and I wholeheartedly, I'm not gonna say I agree with it to a certain extent, but at the same time, like, isn't that what they did to Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups when they got caught? Like they put all that shit out. They could have kept that shit in the wraps too.
that's different. Them niggas was
Same
that's
thing.
criminal activity.
He's saying that's what he
That shit
said. They need to be under
illegal.
investigation.
Right. But they were already arrested. They were already arrested. They were already being investigated for it. That's how they got to the arrest. You don't just walk up and just be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna arrest you," because no, they was already building their case so that when they arrested them, they already
Hmm.
knew. All right, either somebody gonna talk or we got enough evidence to take all y'all down.
Yeah.
And somebody took the fall. That's just me, bro. I ain't got no problem with you being passionate about it because I agree with you. I hate flopping. And Shay, my favorite player. Shay and Ant, my two favorite players. And Shay be flailing around.
Right.
But it's a part of the game. Do what you need to do. Build up the steam because you ain't the only one that don't like the flailing and flopping around that niggas be doing. You can build up enough traction without having to do that right there to get something to for a change. And I don't really know what change you can really do. They done tried to make rules against people flopping, people getting fined for flopping, all that good jazz, calling fouls for flopping. You know what I'm saying? Like they done changed the 3-point rule. The Reggie Miller kick your leg out, James Harden kick your leg out and get hit while you shoot. Boom. It's an offensive foul now, right? But what more can you really do? We can't just say, "Oh, well, let's revert back to the rules. You can hand check now. You can body them up. You can, you know what I'm saying? Like in the NBA mind, that's backtracking from what you already progressed to. Like at that point, you have to adjust. I ain't saying go out there and flop, bro, but what you because I get mad every time. I get mad every time I see some bullshit call, whether you play through the contact or not. It's nothing you can do about it. What you gonna do? Implement the challenge system that they got in baseball? And they have a challenge
Yeah.
system.
I, I hear you. I hear you. But at the same time, bro, like, and I said this probably about a year ago. I mean, they put out this damn report. This report doesn't hold these refs accountable because these refs are still not being in the same. They're getting better, and it's not like they're not making money, bro. These refs are making six figures to rep these games. These refs are making like 250K to rep these games. So with
So you
that
gonna
being
find them?
said, like, no, I'm not even saying you got, bro. The way you hold these niggas accountable, bro. Guess what? Make them come to the podium and answer for what they did. Why did you make this
Okay.
call? Why was this call? Because these calls are very detrimental. Like, especially like when they're making calls that are not there. Like, I know we're gonna get to this in a couple of seconds, but like, gonna be 12 blocks last game. I watched the replay of at least five of them. I saw two fouls. I saw three fouls and two goaltends. And like, it's not even like, oh, well, that could have been. No, these are glaring like the the what's the Terrence Shannon one? Clear goaltend. That ball is off. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I saw three. I was right. I saw
There was
three
one on Ant
goaltends.
too.
I saw three goaltends. I saw one on Terrence Shannon. Saw the one on Ant. And I saw the one on Julius Randle. Julius Randle was the most oblivious one ever. I swear. That ball
You said,
was all like it
yeah.
was like no like but he literally like what are we doing? The one on
Like you
Gobert,
said,
I
bro.
they were guessing.
Like,
They were guessing the cost. They were guessing. And they
yeah,
do it all the time.
1000%.
And like I said, bro, it's one thing to like, have that little report come out. Yeah, bro, you can have that report come out, but that shit don't mean nothing to them at the end of the day because like that report comes out and it's like literally just trying to shit like they already know if their report card is bad at the end of the year, they're not gonna get to go to postseason play. Cool. They could just do the bare minimum and get to report to postseason play and then get that extra little, well, I think it's like a 10 or 50K bonus or something like that. It's something small, but it's not small to them.
Right.
But
Right.
another way you can make them accountable, besides, hitting them in their pockets, bro, make them have to answer for this shit. The league takes bullets for them nonstop. The league don't take bullets for the players. Why are you gonna take bullets for them?
Right.
It's something. It's stuff as simple as that. And that's all I'm saying. Like I'm not saying that people. don't have a right to stop saying, "Hey, stop blaming the ref." I'm not a fan of like always blaming the ref, but sometimes the refs do make detrimental calls that affect the game into where like, all right, cool. Like, yeah, y'all might think like, oh, the ref didn't have a play, but if this guy wasn't in foul trouble, just think about how this game would be different. Yeah, he
A lot
been
of people in
fouling, but they've
foul
been
trouble.
fouling on the other end. Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, he been fouling, but they've been fouling on the other end. They haven't called it. They're picking and choosing, yeah, which is fine. I don't have a problem with you picking and choosing because some fouls are very more blatant than others. Cool. But I'm just saying, like, if you were able to, like, if we are able to talk and we're able to say, hey, why did you make this call? And you was to say, well, I was in a position to make that call, and you were standing right there. Why weren't you in a position to make that call when it happened right in front of you?
Right.
Now the league can see, oh, why weren't you able to make that call? Are you blind? Because it happened right in front of you. Why did you make that call?
But I mean, what's to say the league isn't already doing that behind the scenes? But it's funny that you brought that option up, and I like that idea. But it's funny that you brought that up because Philip and Emmanuel Hudson, they did a skit doing just that. They
Yeah,
were being refs at the interview table, being asked questions about calls and things that they did in the game, and it's just so it's just funny that that's something that you thought of, and I saw that skit like maybe a couple of weeks ago. Like I don't know how
it was
old the
just
skit is, but I thought, bro, that I mean, do it.
yeah, it's
They
just
got to do
that
something.
simple.
Hell, they
Yeah,
fixing everything. They fixing tanking. Uh, they done fixed flop. Tried to fix flopping. They done fixed dang on leg kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Wraparounds on the drive. Like they got all this. They got all this stuff going on. So I mean, hey, I mean, at this point, putting out that report, after game report, like you said, it don't really do nothing, but just make
no,
the refs be more hated by the public.
yeah, but nah, it's this is that simple. But not to harp on that too much, man. Let's go ahead and get into the next bit, man. So man, what do you think about that Cavaliers and Toronto game?
Um,
We're gonna touch on this quick, and then we're gonna get
you
into
know,
actually what we're here for.
honestly, I'm not surprised that it went seven, especially after I saw how that series was going. Um, uh, like I'm about to sneeze.
Okay, let's.
Whew. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Whatever little cold my daughter got, should have gave that thing to me. But
I'm
yeah,
immune.
man. I mean, huh?
So I'm immune.
I wish. Um, but yeah, man. I really wasn't tuned into that game like I really wanted to because honestly, I was more interested in other things. I'm just keeping
Right.
it being with you.
Mm,
Um,
mm. Had some on
those
your
two
plate.
teams. It's crazy. Nah, bro, but like I just I don't know, man. I saw the score. I saw how it when I was peeping the scores. They never really looked like the Raptors really had a real chance. And then when I saw how close the score was at the end of the game, I know I said close because if I'm not mistaken, it
Not,
was what like a 12-point game
that's the
at the
thing
end.
though. Like if it I watched the whole game. The Raptors were in so much control of the game, and this is one of the things like when you see the youngness of that team versus a veteran team
Yep.
because and I think I don't want to say missing BI was a big thing, but I feel like this game was a BI game. The team forces a bunch of turnovers. Y'all get up big early. I think it was up by like 15 at one point in the first half. But the thing about the Cavs is they will go on like these small runs. Like it's a 4-0 run. All right, cool. It's a 6-0 run. Cool. It's a 5-0 run. All right, cool. And it would still linger around. It's like, all right, this I mean, this lead, like it's a double digit lead. It's a nice lead, but it don't feel like it. Like I know Toronto is in control of this game, but at the same time, it's just like I feel like the Cavs are exactly where they want to be. They keep chipping, they keep doing this, they keep doing that. They're playing within themselves, but it's just like Their shots not falling. Toronto was playing immaculate defense, by the way, like especially with the youth. But it's just like, damn, for something is not like there's some consistent offenses missing, and you can tell that's where Bi they was missing Bi. Third quarter comes around, and you see it. They're denying Scotty Barnes the ball. Scotty Barnes, I ain't gonna lie, young fella, bro, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
I've
It
been a
is, it
fan.
is, but I didn't see all this. I just saw you as a forward that's gonna, a Draymond Green type guy that's gonna play hard on defense, get easy chip buckets on offense, might average you like 17. I didn't see this. He's a do it all guy. He's a utility guy. He can knock down the three. I saw his post game.
Always been a dog though, bro. Even at Montverde, even
He's
where he was
been
at before he got to Montverde.
he was refining them tools, bro. And you can tell, bro. He puts in the work and he loves the work, bro. But when they started denying him the ball, RJ Barrett looked like a deer in headlights, just per usual. Is This is where they're missing Bi because if Bi out there are cool. Y'all telling me y'all about to deny Scotty Barnes the ball and leave Bi with an open court? Really? That's what we're doing?
Hmm.
Shit. Bi would have 40.
I'm telling you,
No
that boy a
cap.
bucket. That boy is a bucket.
But yeah, I mean, again, I mean, I gotta give your props where props is due, bro. I think it was coach from the Cavs, Snyder. He put in a great game plan. I mean, uh, James Harden got bail, buddy.
Hey, hey, because I thought for sure
Yeah,
they was gonna let Toronto come back and win this.
you got bail, buddy, bro. Nah, Jared Allen, bro, played his ass off. Donovan was hot when it. Donovan got hot. I'm sorry, I saw the text message. Donovan got hot when it was needed, and that was the end of the game, bro. Like the third quarter was literally the end of the game because the fourth quarter it was just like, bro, y'all played like shit, so much shit in the third quarter, bro. That tall task, and you're away. It would have been different if you was in Toronto, but you're in Cleveland, bro. You can't allow that. You can't allow that to happen. You can't allow a 23-point loss in the third quarter to happen. Like it just can't. You're not gonna win a bunch of games like that. Yeah, that's my
It's
stand on it, bro. I
unfortunate, but
mean,
like I said, they young. They wasn't ready, bro. They wasn't ready.
yeah, I mean, they got some pieces though. They for sure got some pieces, bro.
Yeah,
And
like I said, but I always been a Scotty fan, man. I thought Scotty was. I always thought he was a dog. I didn't know how well his game would translate to the NBA, but it's translating right now, and that just shows the
yeah,
work he put in.
you seeing you seeing what them Pistons are doing to them Cavs right now, man. Shout out to my dog Cade, man. Hey man, shout out to Cade, shout out to Paolo, bro. Yeah, we gonna stop this Paolo hate, bro. The media is trying to push this narrative, man, and that's how we're gonna tell into this next segment about not this next segment, but the next portion of this segment about the Detroit Pistons versus the Atlanta Magic. Paolo is getting. I don't know where this hate is coming from. Like, I really don't know because last year he was an All NBA candidate. He didn't make. I don't think he made the All NBA team, but he made the All Star team last year. Who? Boom, boom, boom. They go. They take the Celtics to 6 games. Boom, boom. They see a lot of problems with him. Start off the year slow. Injuries to Franz. Injuries to him. It was all talks about how him and Franz don't play well together, which I still believe they don't. But I mean, you clearly saw that when one is out, the other one gets it. The other one is willing. They're not going to mesh together ever. I don't think neither one of them is going to be a 38 to 40% 3-point shooter. Excuse me. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't think neither one of them is going to be a 38 to 40% 3-point shooter. Do they have the skill set to do it? Yes, they do. Of course they do. But at this stage in life and their type of game, both of them 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". They're not. I don't want them to be shooters. I want them to get on the low block and handle work. I want them to be, 1 for a flat or ISO on a low post or high post. I want them there. I want them getting their buckets through the floor of the offense. That's what I want for Paolo and Franz. So I think in off season, which we're gonna talk about a little bit later, one of them has to go. But I don't know where this Paolo hate is coming from. Like they Paolo has the skill set of anybody in the NBA. He might not be the best playmaker like for others, but the guy can get his own bucket whenever he wants.
Yeah. Shout out
And
to
literally,
real quick. Uh shout out to Guap in the chat. I know you didn't see the intro, but he in Charleston right now, right?
yeah. I
He
can't
in
even see
Charleston
the
right
chat.
now. He on his phone right now. That's why it looks like an Amazon Prime game. Uh
I can't even see the chat.
shout out to Guap in the chat. My bad. We'll go ahead.
But yeah, nah, man. I think, bro, people got to really lay off the Paolo slander, bro, because what he has proven in not only this playoff series, but his playoff series before, bro, he can get the job done. It's just you got to put the right pieces around him. I think the Desmond Bain. Don't get me wrong, the Desmond Bain was a good addition, but the real problem is him and Franz don't play well together. And also, he doesn't have a legit point guard that can actually set up a offense.
Well, y'all look like we might be having some technical difficulties little right now, but still, I echo everything he's saying though. Like, I love the Desmond Bain pickup. I like Jalen Suggs, but at the end of the day, Jalen Suggs ain't gonna get you over the hump. Jalen Suggs gonna play some amazing defense, but he's just too inconsistent on offense for what they need. Um, of course, you know Paolo's gonna be the number one. You know, Bain is good enough offensively to be the number two, but again, you need somebody that can be more consistent on the offensive end as your point guard. Like you can't have Jalen Suggs getting his I don't know eighth point late in the fourth, halfway through the fourth quarter or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have that from somebody on offense when you already fight an uphill battle. Because at this point now the pendulum has completely shifted to Detroit at this point because you allow them to come back from being down 3-1, right? And that was, I mean, even that was wild in itself. But you just saw how Cade started being Cade again. Their defense ratcheted it up. Shout out to Thompson. His defense was amazing. Shout out to Tobias Harris. He started teeing up. Like Tobias Harris was on a heater. On a heater. And I'm not talking about like 40, 50 point game, like some Cade type heater, but he was still doing the things that I'm saying I need out of Jalen Suggs. He was putting the ball in the basket, giving you effort plays, like he was creating offense. That way, everything didn't have to go on Cade. And shout out to Jalen Duren. When Cove get back in here, we're gonna talk about that. Shout out to Jalen Duren, man. He got the last laugh, and I know we kind of briefly touched on it, man. Because I don't like I'm a firm believer in God don't like ugly, bro. God don't like ugly. So all that extra posting and all that mess with Wendell Carter and all that stuff from Angel Reese, and I love Angel Reese. I know how I feel about Angel Reese, but it just kept coming off wrong to me. It was just like, damn, do you miss him? Kind of thing. And I mean, he got the last laugh. And that post he made, shout out to bro. He earned that. And she put down herself. So, but nonetheless, man, I want to kind of touch on something with Boston real quick too, man, because moving on to that game, that was it was a really good game. And I was nervous at first. I was extremely nervous because I really thought that Philly was gonna run away with it. And I was like, Boston, as much as I hate y'all can't go all sad like that. Like can't go all sad like that at all. But shout out to Boston for fighting. Um, they fought hard. They came back swinging threw a few haymakers. But at the end of the day, like Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, my God, that young man is a dog. DAWG. He is a dog. But honestly, that I did. There was, I think everybody for the 76ers really came to play in that game 7 against Boston. Um, it's just unfortunate that that same team didn't show up against the Knicks. It's just unfortunate. The night and
Sorry,
day
y'all.
difference. Welcome back, brother.
Sorry, sorry,
Welcome
y'all,
back,
man. My phone had died, man. I apologize, man. This is not. This is
boy.
this was very unprofessional of me today, man. Let y'all know, man. I didn't come prepared. Right? Didn't come prepared. It was on
Hey
me.
man, hey, I was like, I didn't know what was going on, bro. I said, all right, well, let me ice up a little bit, but
Yeah. Well, I'm listening.
nothing. I was just I was just going over briefly some of the games from Game 7 since we already starting the second round,
All right.
and I briefly
You-
touched on Detroit side, and I briefly shouted out Jalen Duran and his get back moment. Um,
So so the real question is, you ready to get down to the nitty gritty, bro? We really here for, bro? The rebuild.
yeah, we can honestly start talking about it, man, because I was thinking about it. So Cove hit me this past weekend. He called me. Was like, man, I know what we're gonna talk about. And what he came up with was we talk about the teams that got eliminated in this first round, especially the ones recent. What do they need to do? Whether it's in the draft, free agency, trade market, whatever. What do they need to do? Shipping people out. What do they need to do to improve their odds this next season, if it can even be improved, right?
Right.
So the way I did it, man, was I kind of broke it down into tiers a little bit. It's a lot of teams, so I had to take my notes and everything because I told you I was going
Let,
to do some
let,
homework on it.
let's start off in the East, man. Like, did you do play-in teams too, or you just did the playoff team?
No, no, no. I only did the playoff teams. I didn't do the playing
Okay,
teams.
okay. Let's
I
start in
didn't.
the
I
East.
didn't.
Let's
I
start
didn't
in the East.
consider. Yeah. So
Let's start in the East.
I
Let's
got
start
my.
with.
What you want to do? How you
I'm
want
about to
to do
say
it?
let's go, with a 1-8 matchup. Out of the 1-8 matchup, who is that? Orlando? Let's start with Orlando,
Yeah.
man. What you done cooked up over there, man? Who you think they should go out there and get, or what you think they need to do with the team, man? With like,
So for me right now, I was kind of briefly talking about it while you was going too. Like, I didn't like what I saw consistency wise on the offensive side from Jalen Suggs. I think they
right,
need a guard. I think they need a guard or a point guard that can truly, I don't want to say truly run the one, because they got bucket getters that can get to the basket,
right,
i.e. Paolo, right? But you need somebody when you pass them the ball, you can trust them to get a bucket, or you can trust them to knock down the open three consistently. And I love Jalen Suggs because he gives you defensive intensity. He gives you that effort. Like he's a straight up effort player, right? On that side of the
right.
ball. You don't got to worry about him being consistent defensively.
Hmm.
But I don't get enough out of him on a nightly basis offensively, especially if you in a 1-8 matchup. Like,
Especially at the price tag that he's at.
exactly. But on
Niggas
top of
making
that,
35 million.
right now, on top of that, like, obviously we saw what happened with their coach. It's hard to say, what better coach out there can you go get that's gonna be up for grabs. We don't know yet, right? So I just
Oh,
know like they could use an upgrade.
I cooked it. I could. Hey, somebody brought some shit up today, and I said, "Oh, that would be perfect." Go ahead. I can't.
But also you blew a 3-1 lead. Now, yeah, you were the 8 seed, but we saw what happened with Miami was an 8 seed getting up 3-1 on these top seeded teams, right? They had
Right,
what did Miami have that Orlando doesn't have? Miami had veteran leadership. Miami had a culture. Miami had a Hall of Fame coach.
that's a
So,
lot.
and they had shooting. They had consistent outside shooting.
That's a
It
lot.
wasn't consistent. It wasn't consistent. It wasn't consistent shot creating, but it was consistently. They were consistently able to shoot the three ball well, on
Right.
top of playing great defense, hustle
Hmm.
defense, right? And that is the big difference between that 8 seed team and this 8 seed Magic team. Because if you ask me, because if you look back at that team, Miami didn't have a real point guard. They didn't have a real consistent point guard like the level that I'm talking about, right?
Oh, I'm about to say they had Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent was playing pretty lights out for y'all.
Yeah, but he was shooting the ball well. We weren't looking at Gabe Vincent as like a 15 and 10 guy. A 15 and you see what I'm saying? Like Gabe Vincent was playing, he effort. But all those Heat players were effort players. They gave you 100%, 120% effort on both sides of the court.
Yeah, I don't think Orlando needs a 15 and 10 guy. If a 15-10 guy came available, that would be beautiful. But I don't think that's what they need per se. And I got a good 3-team trade cooked up too. So who you feel like they should add?
It's tough to say, man, because I mean, realistically speaking, D-Book need to get out of Phoenix. But I like him better on a different Eastern team. I like him better.
You like him in Orlando?
No, I like him way better up in Detroit. Not up in Detroit, right? But as far as like guards that you could go get, I mean, it's not a bad thing to sniff around and see what's going to happen with this Nuggets team. It's not a bad thing to see what's going to happen with Jamal Murray. You got Franz that you can flip. You see what I'm saying? Like,
that is very, very interesting.
It's not. That's just an option, but it's not a whole lot of like, unless you're gonna go get Josh Giddey out of Chicago. I don't know how much that really moves the needle for you.
Hell no.
You see what I'm saying? Like, who could you realistically go get? There's no point guard in Miami that you can go get that Miami's willing to give up. We don't want LaMelo Ball playing winning basketball. So
who is we? I don't want to play winning basketball. y'all niggas, everybody. Oh, bro, I want Miller in the playoffs. Like, I promise you,
No,
I promise you. Cool I love seeing this nigga take 50-foot 3-pointers down two. I love it. It's fucking beautiful. It's fucking hilarious, dude. He's a fucking comedian on the court. But with that being said, okay.
Oh well.
Listen, it.
How you feel about D Fox?
The air is not going nowhere.
I'm just saying. Never said it had to be realistic.
Oh, I got a real realistic trade.
What you got?
I got a 3-team trade.
3 teams.
Gonna help.
Boy, he was in the lab cooking this one up.
It's gonna. And the thing is, I literally just cooked this shit up probably earlier this morning. Celtics, Wizards, Magic. And this is gonna help out the Celtics. I'm giving you a 2-for-1 right now. Celtics get AD. Celtics get Jalen Suggs. Wizards get Franz and picks. Magic get Trae Young, Derek White.
So my issue with that is, who's the odd man out now? Are you going to run a small lineup? A small lineup are you going to run a small lineup at the 1 through 3, right? Because you still got Bane.
Yeah.
So now you got Trae Young at the 1. You're gonna put Bane at the 2 or 3. What you gonna put him at? The 2 or 3. Derek White at the 2 or 3. And then you got Paolo at the 4. And then who's gonna be the Wendell Carter at the 5?
Yeah. That's 16 and 7 foot in the paint right there.
Yeah.
You got 2 defensive-minded guards right beside Trae, which that helps Trae out. And Trae, and don't get me wrong, Trae small. Trae is a liability on defense. I didn't see it much as a liability on defense when he made it to the East Conference Finals, but
that's why you bring in Derek White.
Exactly. And then guess what? Guess who you hire as your head coach?
Talk to him. I feel like I know you're going to do.
Tom
I
Thibodeau.
knew you. I knew it. I knew you was about to say Tibbs. That's the only. That's the only defensive minded coach out there that I think would be good enough for a team like
Guess,
that to
guess
create
what?
a gritty culture.
Guess what? Paolo's gonna average 29 and 12. Him playing 45 minutes a game.
Come
Trey
on,
Young is gonna average 27
them
and
boys not coming
13.
off the court, bro. They not coming off the court.
Fucking D-Bane's gonna average 22.
Hey,
Goddamn.
man,
Fucking Derek White
I
gonna
like
average
it.
15. Goddamn. But I'm telling you,
I like
Anthony
it.
Black coming off
I
the
had to
bench
think about it
averages 16. And after that, I don't care who plays at that because Tibbs is only playing 7 people.
I like that. I had to like get it in my head real quick and then just kind of like get the wheels turning. I like
Look,
it. I like it.
and
If it's
and the thing is,
something that they would do, I think they should do it.
bro, that literally clears up. It helps Boston's cap. It helps the Magic's cap. It helps the Wizards go in the direction that they're trying to go into. I don't know what direction that is, but it's going in something. And they get
They
Franz
don't know the
Wagner to start
direction
off
they
with.
want to go into.
They get Franz Wagner to start off with. You got Franz Wagner, you got Alex Sarr. You go get Darius Acuff in the draft. Guess what? Boom.
Yeah,
You have a big three right there. And now you can
yeah,
build with that team. Now you just got to get the right
right.
head coach and the right pieces around them in place. Like that, literally, I just literally,
I
and
like that.
then fucking with Boston, bro, you get AD, Jalen Brown, and fucking JT. Then you get Jalen
Yeah,
Suggs playing defense like you had with a Drew Holiday, and you get fucking you still got Sam Hauser, you still got Peyton Pritchard.
yeah. Peyton Pritchard. I mean,
Man, y'all watch out, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
realistically,
Hey, that's Celtics in the finals right there.
because you said the Celtics get AD and they get Jalen Suggs, right?
Yep.
Boom. Just start Suggs and Pritchard as your at your backcourt.
Nah, nah. Yeah, they gotta resign Nemus Kato. AD doesn't want to play the five. AD can play the five. He wants to play the five like in small ball lineups or when he, at the end of the games. He doesn't want to start off at the five. He want to play the four. Guess what? I'm gonna let you play the four to start off the game. In the game,
So
you gonna start.
now,
You gonna finish.
so basically now, so here's my question: so you keeping Pritchard at the 6 man or start Suggs, Brown, Tatum, AD,
Yes,
and Kata?
yes, yes. Instant offense off the bench. You ain't gonna have to skip a beat. Guess what? He can also run your offense off the bench with Sam Hauser and you got Shireman and then
Yeah,
that'll probably be the AD lineup.
yeah.
So like that would be perfect.
Okay. Okay.
And then you got JT still out there or JB out there. They're, either playing defense or getting buckets at the back. It's that works for that team. They probably gonna have to give up a little bit more, but I mean
Yeah, probably,
the
probably.
essential pieces would be Jalen Suggs, Peyton Pritchard, JT, JB, and AD. Everything else you're gonna have to, make the money work or just pay that fucking luxury tax. It is what it is.
You know
The
they don't want to
secondary
pay that.
tax.
You know they don't want
Shit,
to
they
pay that.
will. Shit, they playing it right now. So
So
I just gave you a 2 for 1, by the way. So
you did. Let's keep it moving. That way we not spending too much time on these teams, especially teams like Boston. You know I hate them niggas. Um, let's go
shout out to
to
Rich.
right. Let's go Atlanta.
Whew.
What you thinking?
Uh, I had to think long and hard about this one, bro, because I love CJ McCollum with that team. I like Jalen Johnson, and I don't want to stop his growth by getting somebody as dominant as AD coming in. So instead of AD, I was thinking Daniel Gafford. They need a big that can, that they can, throw lobs to, but also that's gonna defend around. I love
We on
I
the same
love
page, brother.
Okongwu, bro. I love Okongwu, bro, but he's 6'9", bro.
We on the
He's six
same page.
nine. Yeah, you can move your feet, bro, but you're a natural four. It's okay, bro. You're gonna have to come off the bench, and just
Yeah.
that's just you. You might
He-
he might fit on one of the other teams that I'm thinking about earlier. I mean later. That I'll
yeah.
tell you about for the West. We'll probably do the West later on. We'll know later.
I mean, we might be able to get through them all. We'll see. Depends on how much time we take on the East teams.
But yeah, I'm thinking like a Daniel Gafford type or shit. If Robert Williams come available, I think Robert Williams is a free agent. So if they can go get a Robert Williams, somebody that's gonna defend,
Right. That's
defend
another
the
name I was
rim,
thinking about. Yeah.
rebound, not care about the shots, and it's okay with pick and roll lobs. That can run pick and roll with your four man, Jalen Johnson. That's not gonna pack the
Yeah.
paint because they're also gonna need to field options. If Dyson Daniels can't develop a jump shot, nothing field options about you, bro. Like
So here's my
I don't,
question then.
yeah.
Um, how you feel like about somebody like Drummond, especially now that he's starting to shoot the three just a little teeny bit. It's a little teeny
I
bit.
mean, Drummond can fit on a lot of teams. I just think that the way the Sixers, that whatever they got going on right now, I feel like that's just his fit right now. I think he fits well there. He's comfortable
He does.
there. That
He does.
team loves him there. I don't think that they should let him go at any point because he is your literally safe spot if Joel get hurt. Joel is only gonna play 32 games a year.
The problem that I have with Atlanta though is I feel like they keep getting stuck in this spot, and I hope that they can figure it out so they don't end up in this spot again where they're like, we got some good talent, but it's not meshing. We need to find. They need to get a core, build
Well,
around that core properly, so they don't have to pivot off again.
the thing that they fucked up at was last year, and it's not their fault. It's really not. It was just a bad draft.
Yeah, yeah. Don't get me started on that draft, please. I hope
But
I'm still in here.
with that being said, I am a fan of Alex R. He could have went number one, but y'all chose the 6'9"
Sasha,
wing. I mean,
when you already had wings,
I got where you was thinking, but he ain't it,
I
brother.
mean,
And then
but
you
they
let
already
go.
had
You
wings.
You didn't want to pay. You didn't want to play Trey Young, so you let him go. You go get CJ McCollum, which is I like CJ McCollum, but Trey Young, bro, that's 20. That's 26 and 10. If you just traded away,
Right, 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 right.
that's your offense.
You went and got somebody that's also a defensive liability, but it's
Not
more
as big.
looked
Not
at.
as big. Just because he's six
Yeah,
four,
but he's
6'5".
still. I mean, CJ McCollum.
Yeah, CJ McCollum's like 6'4", 6'5", brother.
He seemed more like a 6'2", 6'3".
Nah, he like 6'4", 6'5".
Either way, you still not
He
looking at
he looks
McCollum like
small, but he's about
you.
6'4",
You
brother.
you still not looking at McCollum like, oh yeah, this. You know
No,
what I'm
no, no,
saying?
for
Like
sure,
you're not.
for sure.
But
That height makes up
yeah,
for it.
yeah. That draft, like you said, they could have got Sar. They didn't.
Hmm.
Um, I think Sar would have flowed a lot better. They might not have even gotten rid of Trey Young because
Nah, I
he
don't think they would have got rid of Trey Young. Sorry.
um no, you good. But Alex Sar gives them what they need. And I also think that he would develop better in Atlanta than he is
Yeah,
in Washington, in my opinion.
yeah,
Um, but it's it's tough, man. But we was on the same page with it. Like I was like, they need somebody that can anchor the paint. And I was literally thinking the same. I
yeah.
really like Yeka and
That
Kawu. I
that
really
was
like
a
Kawu.
that
But
was a big thing, but like shooting also is a huge thing with them and going to get. I mean, shit. If he cleared all charges, bro, go get a Malik Beasley.
right,
I mean, that firepower off the bench. I mean, I feel like they had firepower off the bench. I don't know why they weren't playing Buddy Hield as much, but I mean, it had to be for a good reason. Jonathan Kuminga, you need to develop an actual offensive game, a go-to move besides trying to jump over people's heads. Like a lot of their stuff was a lot of their downfall was literally developmental. Like you got a young aspiring kid that won MIP and all Nikhil Alexander Walker. Great.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
you also got a you also got Dyson
They-
Daniels who just came off of first team all defensive year last year. He needs to work on his
yeah,
jumper. You got
yeah. He does.
you got Jalen Johnson who I mean the
Who
lights
could
just seem
be?
too
Who could
bright.
be the guy?
The lights just seem too bright for him, man. That kind of scares me. Like
Yeah, I
because
mean, but
that could hurt him next year or it could help him. It could just be like, oh shit, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to get better at. I know where the tempo needs
I'm
to
with
be.
you on
I
that.
know,
But I also think the team is just a little broken right now. Like
yeah,
not having that defensive anchor, like it because
that
Jalen
too.
Johnson
No, no, for
is
sure.
he could be the guy. He's also like not he's not a Paolo.
And
You know
he's
what I'm
not
saying?
polished
He's
yet.
not.
He's not polished yet. Like he is still like developing until I think he can be a great player. He still got some offensive things that he need to work
Yeah,
out. Consistency
of course,
is a big thing for him. I think in about a couple of
absolutely.
years, if he figures it out or once he figures it out, he's gonna be that guy. But he just needs some time. Like I said, a lot of this stuff was a lot of developmental. Like, yeah, go get, like I said, like a Daniel Gafford, somebody that's gonna be, hard nosed, work, and like I said, probably, go get another shooter. That'll be fine. Resign CJ McCollum. Make sure you do that. But
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Toronto. Um, Me personally, I think Toronto's problem. Obviously, they got Bi and they got Scotty Barnes, and that's like the top upper echelon of their team, right?
uh,
Scotty Barnes is amazing on defense, and he's got you saw. I mean, you see it. He's got some skill on offense. Bi is a straight up bucket getter, but
mhm,
he's lengthy, he's lanky, right? So he can cause havoc on defense without being a true menace.
right.
But I think what hurts Toronto is not having somebody like Van Vliet or like
So me and you think
I think they
me and you saying thinking the same way right now. Good
like they need a
control.
guard exactly because right
They
now
need
there ain't no
control.
control, and when Bi's not playing,
They need control.
where your offensive setup gonna come from?
Somebody. So this is a big thing that happened with Paolo. The big thing that
Yep,
happened with Scotty Barnes. The big thing that's happening in Houston right now because of Fred VanVleet's injury. Bro, you don't have any anybody to set up your offense that is
it's
not
time to sit in that
explosive.
half court. What we doing?
Yeah, like when it's trying to sit, when it's trying to like control down, because that's basically what the playoffs is. Yeah, but you can be up
Mhm.
and down, you can try to push a pit, but them last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter, that is literally controlled offense. Nobody's letting you run out. We're not, bro. We will take a 24-second shot clock violation before we let you get run out, unless we're
Absolutely,
down by 40.
and everybody giving effort. Every last person. I mean, we got
So,
Mo Wagner out there going crazy, giving crazy effort.
so, so if Fred VanVleet is not bad, I don't think the money will work out, but you got to go get somebody like, I mean, even like if you go on the smaller market, go get like a Tyus Jones, Trey Jones,
Yeah. They don't need nobody crazy. They just need somebody
go
that can
get,
control the offense.
and this might just be being a homer about this, but go get a Russell Westbrook, somebody that's gonna give you effort.
You can get a Russ. You can get a
He can
Russ.
still set your offense up at
Like
least. He's a
I give you
veteran
another
mind.
name. I give you another name that they could have went after. Who ended up going back to Minnesota. They could have went. I mean, you could have went and got Conley. You don't need Mike Conley to be
Nah, Mike Conley is not living in
prime Mike Conley,
Minnesota.
huh?
Mike Conley,
I'm just
Mike
saying. I'm just
Conley,
saying. But
yeah, he
they
loving
went. But
Minnesota too.
Minnesota had to get him back. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
you could have went and got him.
yeah.
You just need some, and then he's a vet. You got a younger team aside from what Scotty, not Scotty, Bi.
Oh,
Like
Jakob Porter been in the league for a minute. Jakob Porter
I
has
mean,
been in
yeah,
the league for a minute.
yeah, but ain't nothing like having that extra veteran leadership from somebody that's smart
Yeah,
and savvy like Conley who give you effort on both sides of the ball.
yeah. I think a nice traditional point guard would suit them best. I love Emmanuel quickly, bro. He just don't fit there. And I don't see him more than a 6 man. I don't like him, sorry.
Yeah,
He's too erratic with his shot selection. He's not a true point guard. He's a two, what they call it, a two masquerading as a one. Like, yeah, that's what he
yeah,
is, bro. He's instant offense off the
right.
bench. I promise you. Him and a Peyton Pritchard and a they are that he is that type of mode. Like, so
Yeah,
I if he stays there, he needs to come off the bench. I like Jamal Shed, but Jamal Shed, you're young. You don't
he got to keep
understand.
developing.
Yeah, you got to keep developing. And then,
That's why
like
they
I
would have
said, bro,
benefited
like
from somebody like a Mike Conley, somebody
I
like a
I
Kyle
like
Lowry.
I like CMB, bro. I like CMB, especially because he's from the city, bro. I love him.
Oh man, he hooping. I like the way I like the way I like what he was doing.
Him at center, I like it, but I definitely think they
Undersized.
could probably do better at the center position as a starter.
Yeah.
Uh, I understand what they're trying to do, but they're trying to play switchable defense, which they did a very good job of for the most part. It's just like I said,
You know,
that game, bro, that third quarter, bro, you can tell, bro, a lot
my
of the focus went out the window when it started.
my biggest issue, not even I want to say my biggest issue, but an issue I got with them too, because they're also one of those teams that seem like they want to give you grit. They want to give you, like you said, the ability to switch around, ability to play defense on everywhere, right?
Yeah,
But you also, I just don't see enough shooting. I don't see enough of like a consistent 3 point from them. Like I need more outside. I need more outside scoring. That way the paint can be wide open because Bi can shoot,
right.
but Bi like to work out that mid range. He like to get to the basket. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Scotty Barnes is also one of those guys. I mean, he might make a three. You know, might make a few, but Scotty Barnes get the ball. He want to do some work. He want to create some contact.
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
So
But yeah, for the
that's
most
how I feel
part,
about
man,
Barnes.
I think probably, like I said, with them saying probably like a Daniel Gafford or somebody cheap. Maybe they can go snuff DeAndre Ayton to start for them. Maybe they can go get
Well, here's why I don't know about DeAndre Ayton, because DeAndre Ayton biggest thing right now is like we talking about his motor, we're talking about his effort, right? And to me,
yeah, nah,
I
that
feel
team don't
like
fit. Yeah, yeah, you're right. That team don't fit. He don't have the
yeah,
motor.
they need they want. I look at Toronto as like not. Of course, you know I'm gonna talk about my teams, but I look at Toronto as like they try to have the same kind of build makeup as like Miami. They want to play defense and they want to, you know what I'm saying, they want to be gritty.
I know it would be perfect for it. It's on the same team. I just skipped his name, Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes would work perfectly over
Yeah,
there.
I was thinking about that. Yeah. Because they don't need a dominant
Nah,
out of
they
this
just need
world
somebody
big. They just need somebody that's gonna get
because
effort,
they
get
gonna
down the
they gonna
ball,
switch
athletic.
everything. They gonna
Right,
box out. They gonna run,
right,
fly. I like it, but they
right.
also need, like I said, they need that one guy, like I said, like a Trey Jones, Tyus Jones.
Yeah,
I
somebody that can
understand
control
the
the offense.
game. I can control exactly where all y'all about to be. Hey, yeah, we've been running for the past 7 possessions. Yeah, we haven't scored in the last three. I need y'all to slow down. We need to get be out on some type of pin down. We need to get Scotty Barnes on some type of low block, high post area type post up. We need to get doggone uh, uh, RJ Barrett coming off a curl. We need something going to the rim. We need something that's gonna get up a short bucket. We need a pick and roll with me. Like that's what we need. But yeah, I mean, I think that's a lot of these teams, bro.
It would be advantageous for them if they can find a point guard like that, one that can shoot.
Yeah, yeah, and there's a
Um,
lot of them out there. It's search.
there is, but I mean that ain't the only shooting they need. They need some more. They need more than that. Um, but just to keep it moving. Would you have
What?
something else you want to say about it?
Nah, nah, nah,
Oh
nah.
no, that was Nip. That was Nip. Boston. Um, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Um, I think I don't think they're gonna split Tatum and Brown up, but I do think that they could benefit from having a little more versatility on offense aside from them two. With the starting unit at least, right? Because you got
Mhm.
Peyton Pritchard who can catch fire off the bench. You got Sam Hauser who can shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? They got guys on the bench that give you good minutes. They team, I mean, clearly they were a 2 seed without Jason Tatum all year, so they're not far off, right? But I think that the biggest thing for them is one, health. You got to stay healthy. You got to be able to be healthy, and
Yeah,
that's more so from your top guy, your main guy. Not that it's his fault, that's a tough injury. And every time we see somebody lean and try to take a step like that, we see that leg buckle. Um, but having, like you said, picking up a Jalen Suggs, that
yeah.
that's a solid pickup for them because he can run your one, he can help create, you know what I mean? And then who else was it? You said it was Jalen Suggs and
AD.
AD. That's your offense. That's your extra offensive output right there. And Jalen Suggs gives you the defense and ability to run the one. So
That's
the
a
fact
shot
that
blocker too.
I was talking about earlier, exactly. So earlier when I was talking about him not being as consistent offensively, why? You got AD now. You got three prolific scorers on offense with AD, Jason Tatum, and Jalen Brown.
And I feel like they
Now
also
you,
gives Jalen Suggs the ability to be himself too.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Get that point guard. Go get AD. Give up. You don't have to give up some of that second unit. If you can keep Pritchard, keep him.
Yeah,
Um, but look at where you found Pritchard in the draft. You drafting well, you picking up guys well. Where's Sam Hauser come from? Luke Garza gives you good minutes for the most part if he don't get in foul trouble. Gonzalez
I
gives you good
love I,
minutes.
I love little guys, bro.
Yeah,
Lucky, bro. Y'all could probably let Kaden walk, bro, and just keep Luke guards at the five and have AD at the five. I mean, had AD at the four.
I mean, essentially they giving you damn near the same thing. Kate a little more athletic.
Kaden is a rim protector though. He's young, man. You can tell he's still raw, bro. He got raw talent.
Yeah,
I saw him do a dream shake on doggone Joel Embiid. I was like, oh, that actually looked really nice.
yeah. The commentator said something about it too. They was like he hit Embiid with the Embiid. It was nice. It was nice. But like you said, I mean, you give and take a little bit because Kate is he's more athletic. He's a rim protector. Garza, he's not afraid to shoot a three here and there with conviction.
Yeah.
He shoot the ball, you can tell he's shooting like whether that bitch going in or not, I'm shooting that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously, like I said, there wasn't really much we could really say about Boston. They're not far off.
Yeah, they not. They just they got a lot. They got a lot of
Health was their
stuff.
biggest thing.
Well, I mean, but I ain't gonna say that was the biggest thing. I would think the biggest
I
thing
mean,
was
their
living
best
and
player
dying
was
by
hurt
that three.
all year.
Living and dying by that three.
Yeah, yeah. But again, like you said, their best player was hurt. I don't think that you need to get rid of Missoula, but I think he need to go back to the drawing board and figure something else out. Like you cannot live
Bro,
and die by the three.
all right, that's literally the only thing. Hey, bro, that's not gonna work every time. I get it, bro. There's gonna be games that can be your offense, but sometimes, bro, it's not falling, bro. Let it come natural. If you hit 25 threes, it's because it was meant for you to hit 25 threes. Don't just keep chucking them and only hitting 12. Y'all just chucked up 53s and hit 12.
Yeah, yeah. And they let them fly, bro. They let them
Well, what
fly
are we
all
doing?
the time. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I hate Boston. I love seeing them fail. I was getting pissed for him, like, bro, stop shooting.
Yeah,
Get to the
bro, what are you
basket.
doing?
What happened when you get to the basket? The offense start gelling. Get to the basket. Get them defenders. Get them boys in foul trouble.
Yeah. So, I mean, well, I think that's all of them, right?
That's all the East teams.
Boston. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. All right, well, shit. Let's get to it, bro.
Get to the West.
Get to
Let's
the
start with
Suns.
yeah. I was really thinking. Let's start with Phoenix.
Yeah, what you thinking?
um,
I'm curious to see what you say on this one.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, brother. They need a lot of work. They need a lot of work, and the way that I talk about them, I'm afraid because like I low key don't want D Book in Phoenix no more. And if you get rid of D Book, How are you going to get better next season? You really don't. I like Jalen Green. I like Dylan Brooks. I like them two on that team. But if you get rid of D Book, especially if you send them to Detroit, what are you gonna get back? That's gonna make you better. Nothing, in my opinion. Nothing that Detroit's gonna be willing to give up. Nothing that's gonna make you better next season. Maybe a little bit down the line, but next season, no. But there's just so much. There's so much. I mean, you got D Book, known for what? Offense. He played good defense. He gave effort on defense. What's Jalen Green known for? His offense. Dylan Brooks, that's your enforcer. But like, who's that big? Who's really protecting the paint for them consistently?
They had Mark Williams. Mark Williams is so injury prone, bro. I like Mark Williams, and they got the young kid from Duke, bro. He's gonna be a problem, but he's still, you can tell there's a lot of deer in the headlights with him, bro. He need time to develop.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're just I got one scenario, and one scenario involves D Book still standing. Go trade for Anthony Black, or go get DeJounte Murray.
I like that. Because you can let DeJounte run the one, even though he's a tall. You know what I'm
The
saying?
problem the past 3 years, D Book has been running the one. D Book is not a natural one. D Book can play the one. He can handle the ball. He can orchestrate your offense. As a secondary guy, I have no problem with that. But for your main tier, bro, you need a point guard, bro. I don't want D Book having to set up Jalen Green all game. I don't want D Book to have to set up Dylan Brooks all game. And then nobody is setting him up. Yeah, he's
Right.
coming off a pin down because they're holding the ball at the top of it, but he still initiated the pin down. Like, I want D Book to be able to chill sometimes on offense. Like, hey, I know this, I got this point guard running this high pick and roll, and there's a backside pin down, a backside wrap up, or a backside fake screen coming.
You want
D
D
Book
Book to be able to move
plays.
around to get his
I
work, to
want D
get
Book to be
his
himself.
buckets.
I want him
Yeah.
to be himself.
Yeah. You can't do that with but don't get me wrong, him having the ball in his hands is dangerous, but you also want him to be able to not have to dribble to create his shot.
Yep. But
Save
I
his
don't think
energy.
people the most dangerous D Book we saw was with Chris Paul, and it's not because Chris Paul was that much greater of a player during that time. It's because Chris Paul made the game so much easier for him. Because guess
Made it
what?
simple.
I do not have to do too much, bro. I can be Devin Booker.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
don't have to work so hard to get my shot. I have to,
Also, which is why it works so well with James Harden, even though James Harden is realistically a great point guard too. But James Harden is a renowned scorer. Chris Paul makes the game simple.
yeah, yeah. So it's either go get DeJounte Murray, go get Anthony Black, bro. I think a younger point
Yeah.
guard that is on the same type of timing that D Book is on, you have to trade Jalen Green for it. Either Jalen Green or Dylan Brooks.
I mean,
I
at that
say keep
point,
Dylan Brooks there because Dylan Brooks is still Dylan
do
Brooks. I
not
think
get rid of Dylan Brooks ever
I
right now.
see
He needs to stay.
I like Dylan Brooks. I like the feel with them. I just feel like Dylan Brooks is a egomaniac.
Yes, but you kind of need somebody like that on your team.
It- yeah, but I also need you to be realistic and know your role.
Uh, I mean,
I need you to be Draymond. I'm
that's
sorry.
that's kind of the. I mean, but even Draymond's a little. You feel me?
Yeah, but Draymond has never come out of his mouth and said he's the number one option. I feel like Dylan Brooks will come out and say he's the number one option.
Well, has he?
I feel like Dylan Brooks will come out and say it. Dylan Brooks. You
I
cannot
don't
tell
think
me
he
Dylan
would.
Brooks. I
With a
I
team
think
that's
Dylan Brooks.
got Devin Booker on it,
Dylan Brooks came
a
out and
team
took
that
30
had John
shots.
Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. on it, nah. And Desmond Bain, nah.
Dylan Brooks came out and took 30 shots on a team that had D Book on it, and D Book only had 16.
but we all saw that game. We all saw that
I'm
game.
just saying, bro. Like,
So
it's just like,
I'm like, we gotta know why that happened that way. But if you gonna get rid of, if there's one that you would I think the Suns would rather keep, of course, it's D Book.
well, I
But if
mean, I
I'm D
think people are
Book,
going to ask for Jalen Green. That's what I'm
but
saying.
if
I don't think people
but
are going to ask for
I'm D
Jalen.
Book though, I want to get to the East. I want to get to Detroit.
I feel, yeah, that would be the case if he didn't sign that contract last year,
I know,
coming
I
into this
know,
year.
I know, I know.
And I
Because
feel like
now it's hard to make that money work.
he's gonna die. No, it's not. They can move the money around. He's gonna die his son though.
Maybe,
I just
maybe
feel like he
not.
wants to die his son, bro. I mean, not everybody wants a championship.
Maybe,
I
maybe,
love
maybe
him. I
no,
love him,
bro.
but the pair up with him and Cade, bro. I feel like that's a match made in heaven. But at the
Who
end
do
of the
you
day,
think is more loyal, him or Dame? And even Dame got out of Portland. He went back, but
well, yeah, I'm about to say, you see, Dame never want to leave, bro. Dame was kind of forced out. The Book is not forced out, but they signed him for a reason. They do not want to let Book go. Dame was forced out. They drafted Scoot Henderson. I said Scotty, but Scoot Henderson. Dame was forced out. That had nothing to do. I think the cards were in
we're
play,
gonna
and
touch on that too.
Dame, yeah, uh, yeah. I mean, I just think either the with Book still there, but just go get a point guard and hope and fucking go get Marvin Williams a trainer that's gonna keep him on
Yeah,
the floor. Go
like
get
stop.
and
You don't need to be searching for stars. You need to be searching for players to put around the stars you have.
yeah. I feel like they got a solid team, bro. I feel like they overachieved. I like the coach. I look their coaches. I think the coach he should have been in a running for coach of the year. I don't know how they,
Well, you
like I
know
said, I
what
don't know
hurts
that
those
criteria.
coaches, man, when the team success isn't up to par.
Well, nobody tell me. This is the thing. You need to base it off their projections. But nobody projected the Suns to be a winning team this year. And for
I
the
mean, but
most
when you
part,
say
the Suns were in that 4 to 5 range for the majority of the year.
I'm with you on
They
that,
had,
but if that's the
they had
case,
stuff was at
if
the
that's the
ending.
case, but if that's the case, KJ, and it's not to be a homer, then people like Spo and Tomlin needed more Coach of the Year opportunities
See,
because
that's
of
the thing though.
projection.
The thing about Spo and Tomlin is they're always projected to be mid. And that's not to bash on them, but they're always projected. Like there's never been a time that Spo has not. They was like, oh yeah, these niggas gonna be bottom 10 or bottom
I
15
disagree.
teams. I've never heard that. I
I
mean, you
disagree.
heard that. You
After
heard
Wade
that this
retired,
past. You even then though, like yeah, he still got those votes, but I'm talking about within the last like 5 to 6 years. No, they
bro,
have been
people
those
still.
two
I mean,
coaches have
I
been
hear
the
you.
same.
I hear you, but like realistically, bro, like even if you talk about it, still they were projected to be a lot of people were projecting them to be third or fourth in the division.
Yeah, but that's not based off of their talent or they're just based off of Joe Burrow and Lamar. That's
Okay,
not it
I
has
I give you
nothing to
that
do.
one. I give you that. That makes sense. That makes sense. I give
But
you that.
that not to divert too much, but like with that,
Yeah.
like with this coach, but the Suns were projected to be 13th in the West. There's 15 teams in the West. But they were that, like I said, majority of the year, fourth, fifth seed. They were not. People was like, bro, this D Book, Dylan Brooks, and fucking uh Jalen Green is not gonna work. Shit, it worked for most of the year. I mean, it's just some injuries started, coming in effect, and they big got injured when it really counted. I think they would have had I think that would have made a difference in the OKC series? Probably not, but at the same time, I mean, it happens. It happens. But I think for them, Marvin Williams getting the actual trainer that's gonna keep him healthy, and them getting DeJounte Murray or Anthony Black. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with hot grease. Now we're competing at least. So, uh, yeah. I mean, I don't know how you feel about them Trailblazers. since we was already here, I might as well continue on with the Trailblazers. You on mute, brother.
Yeah. Dame is hurt. That's one of the big things. Not that Dame is still prime Dame, but Dame is hurt.
Yeah,
um, Scoot is not as consistent as we would want him to be.
yeah,
Um, I'm sometimes I don't know what coach wants to do with Shaden Sharp.
okay.
I don't know I
I'm
thought he would have gotten more minutes.
I'm gonna
Uh,
tell you like this: Scoot and Shaden are Chauncey's guys.
mm,
Denny
mm,
is the organization and Tiago Splitter's guy. So just take that
okay,
into consideration.
I can see that. But realistically, they're young, bro. They're
Yeah.
a young team aside from Dame and who else that really gets like real minutes? Jeremy Grant.
I gotta pull
Um,
up
so that's they. So you mentioned it. You mention it all the time. We gotta get Denny to be a little more ambidextrous.
Boy, use that
Um,
left hand to do something. Even just jack your meat with your left hand or something. God damn.
Jesus.
God damn, but
um,
everything is right-handed. Boy, that boy, he ties his hand. He
yeah,
literally he does it himself. He ties
nice
his
with
left
it
hand
though.
behind his back. He ties his
Nice
left
with it
hand
though,
behind his
but
back.
but we got to figure out what even if those are Chauncey's guys, we got to figure out what we're gonna do with them. We
I
got
know
to figure out
exactly
what
what
we're
you
gonna do
do
with
with
them.
him. I know exactly what to do with him. Chauncey ain't coming back, bro. They about to sign. They about to re-sign Tiago Splitter to the smallest contract in league history, and they about to and uh trade Scoot and Shaden, add Matisse Thybulle and a couple picks, and go get. They about to go get Giannis.
I like that. I like that. I like that,
Guess
and I
what?
like it because Thibault is becoming more and more of a shooter. He can shoot the ball. He couldn't, he's already gonna give you what he gonna give you on the defensive side.
Yep,
So
and guess what? Now fucking Giannis got the best of both worlds. He didn't want well, he signed off on the trade, but he didn't want Drew Holiday to go. Now you got Drew Holiday and Dame, and now you
oh,
got
I forgot
Denny
to
with
mention Drew
them,
Holiday as the vet. I forgot to mention Drew.
and you got
But yeah,
Denny, and you got
and you back with Dame?
back Dame. Hey man,
Paint should be wide open.
I don't know about
Paint
that.
should be wide open. I mean, why
Still
not?
got still got Klinger. Klinger is not a
Yeah,
he can hit the three, but he's not a
yeah,
3-point shooter.
but off of what you just named, so who's starting in the backcourt? Drew.
Except Drew and Dame.
Okay, who's starting at your three?
Denny is not he Denny is the same as Franz Wagner.
I mean, yeah, but Denny can shoot a little bit. It's not like crazy. I'm not expecting Denny to go out there and make me four or five
30,
threes in a game.
33%, brother.
That's good enough.
It's the
Um,
serviceable.
and then Jeremy Grant, unless you're going to ship him off this summer.
Oh no, Jeremy Grant gone, brother.
Well, then in that point,
You got to make it. You got
it makes
to.
sense.
The numbers are gonna have to work somehow. Jeremy Grant is probably gonna be a cap casualty. They're
Okay.
not, and then I think Robert Williams is a free agent, so they probably won't resign him. They just go get, like I said, it'll be Matisse, Scoot, Shaden, possibly Jeremy, and
And Klinger.
probably like two picks. Nah, Klinger staying
Oh no, not in the trade, but
and two picks. I mean, some and probably two to four picks.
yeah.
They'll probably get some. They'll probably get something else, but besides Giannis, they'll probably get Giannis and Thanasis. So Thanasis, good cap though.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that. We kind of in the same boat with that though. I think they just that's pretty much what they need because they got to do some more they got to do some reshaping, get themselves back right after that whole Chauncey stuff, man. So
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I just I don't think they need too much. I think they just need to build.
Nah, they don't
Like
need all
even that Giannis trade, I think that's kind of overboard. I think they have a lot of great pieces, but it's just like when you get so many pieces, it's only one ball and it's only 48 minutes in that game for everybody not to play. So you're gonna have to move something. And if you're gonna move something, you might as well, I mean, take a swing for the fences at that point. I mean, shit. You said Denny is your future. You can keep Denny. Shit. Just trade everybody else.
that. I'm with you on that.
Um,
Let's let's touch on Houston. Let's hit Denver last
okay. Uh, Houston.
because we already know what the real problem
Ooh.
is with Houston. Houston problem. They young. Fred VanVleet is hurt, so they don't have a true point guard, and they don't have enough consistent scoring on offense aside from KD. And KD, and if there's nobody on offense that can handle the rock for real and cause people to actually have to guard him outside the 3-point line, they're just gonna shade the KD and double team as soon as he get it. And what he gonna do? Turn it in the ball over.
It's the one.
He's just gonna turn the ball over. So at that point, you know, but I think they could also benefit from. You don't have to rush anything. I'm not saying make any crazy moves, right? But like,
Oh, I'm saying
I'm not against you shipping Sengun out.
get them the
So
fuck up out of there.
I'm not. But here, listen, I'm not against you shipping him out so you can get some more shooting,
Mm-mm,
so you can get some more, offensive scoring.
mm-mm. Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
also not. I'm also not against you shipping them out so you can get somebody that's a little more athletic and can defend your paint.
You're on the right track. Ready? Go on. Go ahead and say the name. Go ahead and say the name.
What,
It's
man?
right on the tip of your tongue. Yeah,
You talking about for them to bring in?
yeah, that's it.
Who you talking about?
Giannis.
Um. Oh, well, you had just thought about Giannis with Portland, so that's why I was like,
I don't know, bro. Giannis can go to multiple teams. I ain't saying
I mean,
everybody
he
can't get
could,
Giannis, but Giannis could go to
he,
multiple teams. I'm
he
saying
could. I don't know how much I want him to
that
go.
would be if I'm Milwaukee, that would probably be the best trade because I think I can get a bang for my buck. I can get
Yeah,
budding superstar and Jefferson Goon or budding star. I can say budding superstar, budding star. Well, Jefferson Goon. Guess what? I can also kind of strong arm y'all into giving me Reed Shepard.
yeah,
So I get Shingun, Reed Shepard. That's the start of my rebuild. I can get the Phoenix pick. Guess what? Let's let's start cooking for real. And guess what? Like the fucking I could probably get Tari. Guess what? With if Alman does exactly what he's supposed to do in the offseason, which is
which
shoot
is
nonstop, shoot until your elbow, and shoot until you got calluses on your elbow. All right.
that's crazy.
All right.
That's crazy.
I don't want to. You do not come out the gym unless you made 50 straight. I'm dead serious. If Armin works on that jumper, they get Giannis in. Move Jabari to the 5. Fred VanVleet comes back healthy. Then build out the rest of your bench with a bunch of young and up and coming guys that are dogs like the Celtics did.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, KD might be in the finals, boy.
yeah. Got to get that point guard situation straight though.
Fred
Got to.
VanVleet. You got Fred VanVleet, bro.
I
You
know.
got Fred VanVleet.
I know.
All right. Fred
That's
VanVleet
assuming he
coming
can
back
come
from
back
injury.
healthy and
Very serviceable point guard.
and don't get re-injured. Hope,
Yeah, damn,
God
bro, you
forbid
got to
anything like
re-injure
that
my butt.
happen.
Knock on wood. Knock on
But
wood.
it's just those injuries is very easy to re-injure.
ACL. ACL.
So God forbid. It's just I'm not against you. I'm not against you going and getting another vet. just in case. But you definitely, if you can get a guard out the draft, get one.
They go get no guy like that. They either probably another person that they could probably go get is it's three guards that they could go get, and that's only if these teams are willing to play ball. You can go get John Morant. You can go and get DeJounte Murray, or you can try. And when I say try, you can try. And I think this series is going to tell a lot for the Spurs. You can try to go get
Oh,
D'Angelo.
your D Fox. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what you're going to give up for him because I think that team is as good as constructed as a team can be. I think everybody fits on that team. So what the hell you going to give up? But you can try.
I mean, everybody on that Spurs team is young. They don't have to get rid of D Fox right now. So that's
I
what
don't
that's
know,
what
bro.
helps them.
I don't know.
But they won,
That,
so we won't have to discuss too much on them.
yeah.
Well, they won their round one series. I don't know too much about this.
Spooky right now.
Um, Denver. Let's touch on Denver real quick so we can go ahead and get up on out of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the elephant in the room. I'm not gonna say why did you get rid of him, but this series really showed that they miss Russ and they miss MPJ.
They miss who? Say it again.
Miss
I don't
Russ,
think okay.
they miss Russ,
Yeah,
and they
say
miss
it one more
MPJ.
time. No, no. Fuck the second guy you
They
said.
miss Russ
Okay.
and they
There we
miss MPJ.
They said somebody said people used to say, what did he say about Russ? He don't play winning basketball or something? Interesting.
I think Russ has to fit in certain places. Like for example, I like Russ in Sacramento. They just suck. Um, but I like
I
Russ
think
in Denver.
I think everywhere he's went, they won. They got to the
Something like
playoffs.
that. Something like that, yeah. But I really like I noticed how much weight is on Jokic's shoulders now, especially because Jamal Murray. This ain't Jamal Murray from the bubble. He's still
Mm.
nice, but this ain't the same Jamal Murray. And
They
maybe
got a
some of
career
that was
high in
also
points
because
this year.
I mean, yes, but and maybe some of it was because they was playing one of the best defensive teams in the league, and he was being guarded by one of the best on ball defenders in the league, in Jaden McDaniels.
Like I said, they can't defend, bro.
But they lack defense. They weren't making their 3-pointers. They weren't making their threes consistently at all. You paying Christian Brown all this money for him to give you single stat lines, and he wasn't locking anybody up.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he can't, he just wasn't. Because that's what you got him on there to do. You got him on the team for effort. He's athletic and he can play some defense. And he can shoot the ball a little bit. Is he? Is he doing it? No. Right now he's earning a lot of money for what? Cam Johnson was supposed to be MPJ replacement. Really?
They thought they
Why?
was gonna get they tried to stretch the money that they was paying in PJ, which was a smart business and even it could have been a smart basketball move too if they would have got the same production that they would have got out of MPJ out of the four people that they signed because of MPJ. But they didn't.
Unfortunately,
Bruce
exactly.
Brown was a no-show. Tim Hardaway Jr.
Facts.
a no-show. And Cam Johnson played well in the last game. But leading up
But
to that game, bro, you
we
giving a
needed you
shit.
before that. We
Yeah.
needed you way before that because you lost. Y'all lost to a team that lost a very impactful player, Dante DiVincenzo, and
hmm
then lost Ed, who already came into the series that wasn't healthy.
And they lost Io for the last game.
They lost Io, their
And
best
they lost Kyle
offensive player
Anderson
for the
for the last
series.
game.
They lost 4 key players, one of them being their best player, 2 of them being starters,
Yep.
and y'all still couldn't get a job done. Not only could y'all not get the job done, okay, they got out of there in what 6.
hmm
Jaden McDaniels was looking like Pippen when Jordan left. Like Jaden McDaniels was out there going stupid. Rudy Gobert was out there clamping shit like that. Like, come on, bro. Like, anyway, let's not. I don't want to get too much on the T Wolves.
So
But
who you think Denver can bring in, man? Who you think Denver can bring in?
I mean, it's tough because a
Uh,
lot
I'm
of
actually kind of glad we did this one last because I struggled with this one.
because at the end of the day, is you like should you break them up or not? And I genuinely don't know. I don't know. But I know one thing you need. I know one thing you need. You need more consistent outside shooting. So that when Jokic is dishing the ball up, like the amount of shots these boys miss, Jokic could have 17 assists.
I know. I just know who they need to get rid of.
Cool, Christian Brown.
Bro, nigga making 50 M's, bro. And y'all
And
was
they
mad
all the
at
women.
MP. Bro, the
Yeah,
hate, the
yeah,
slaughter, how y'all slaughtered MPJ for making 50 M's and playing on a torn labrum.
yeah. That was because him being injured set him up. It set him up for that, and that's
Y'all
unfortunate.
killed him.
Unfortunate because Christian Brown will never be as good as he
Where
was, in my
is
opinion.
the slander for Christian Brown who's making 50 M's a year?
We
He
see
is
what
your
MPJ was doing in Brooklyn the first month of the season.
he is your second highest paid player on your team.
Whoever that man agent is.
50 M's, bro. My man's a 50 M's.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who you can go get, but for sure, I'm with you. That contract is bad.
50 M's.
It's bad.
I'm just like, yo, yeah. So trade Christian Brown, bro. Resign. You got to bro. Peyton Watson's about to get a fat check,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Give him them M's that you was about to give to Brown.
Right. So my thing is, I don't think they really need to add. It's more so you need to figure out how your players can go into the postseason healthy next year. You're gonna have to resign Jokic this year. Jokic is about to be making 75 mil, 75 M's a year.
I hear you, K, but even if you let Christian Brown go, that doesn't improve your the offensive consistency of the rest of your
But
team. They
but the thing
have to
is,
bring in some more consistent shooters.
you trade
Maybe not
Christian
shooters, maybe
Brown.
shooter.
You trade Christian Brown. You're gonna, the salary gonna have to match. So you're gonna go.
Right.
Oh, I mean, I would knock on Detroit door.
Like
I would knock on hell. I knock on Miami door. Hey, is Jaime available? Uh, I would knock on.
but
Uh,
Jaime doesn't Jaime
I'm
the
knocking
my
on the
issue with
Spurs door. I'm knocking on.
yeah,
I'm knocking on everybody's door. Hey,
knock
bro,
on
we got
OKC door. OKC got some talent on the bench. But my thing with
I
Jaime
don't
is
want to trade nobody over there to get a firefighter to give to use against us. So,
but my problem with the Jaime is a good offensive talent and a great defensive player. He give you a lot of effort, but he don't
yeah,
give them enough shooting. That's what
I
they
mean, it
need.
gives.
The last thing
I
they
don't
need
think
is
it's a.
somebody else that can't shoot.
I don't. I don't think it's the shooting that was a problem for them. I think the fact that they just couldn't put. If it wasn't Jamal Murray or Jokic, even initiating offense, like I don't think they just don't have no offensive output, especially when Aaron Gordon was hurt and Peyton Watson was hurt. Because Peyton Watson was averaging like 17 a game. We know what Aaron Gordon can do, so that's their offense. Their offense was just hurt. I feel like I don't think the offensive output is the problem. I think just coming to the postseason healthy. And I think trading Christian Brown, but you can get some other pieces that's gonna help lower the load on a Aaron Gordon and a Peyton Watson during the year. Like I think that will help out.
Or the load on Jokic. Jokic is it's Jokic or nothing right now. It's
But I
Jokic and
think yo,
Murray or nothing.
I think Ottoman did that on purpose. I think he increased the usage rate because that's what he wants to do. I don't think that's conducive for a championship run, but But just pulling out here, nigga, and sitting on a podcast with my dog. uh, yeah, I mean, I think, bro, I don't think they need to add much, bro. I do think they need to get rid of some pieces to make some money work. Cause
Yeah.
ain't no way you gonna be able to pay Watson if you got Christian Brown.
Hey man, if they can't make the money work, hey Peyton, you like the beach?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a superstar. Yeah, I need
I really
John
do.
Morant.
I wouldn't. I think we're gonna try to get Giannis or Ja this summer.
Oh, but you ready? You ready for me to tell you, bro? Who I think y'all should get though?
Oh yeah, yeah, you did mention that. That's why y'all had low key man is waiting on the day. You thought you was slick. What's the name?
Franz Wagner, man.
So what was the third name? I said MPJ. I was
Yeah,
literally deciding between him and Franz. No,
Franz Wagner fits, bro. He
no,
fits. He
no,
fits.
no, no. Uh-uh.
He fits. He literally fits. He's gonna sit. He's
No.
gonna sit down and play. He's gonna play defense. He's a quiet scorer. He quiet 25 a game.
We already get quiet 25. We need a
Yeah,
loud 25
Cons-
now.
consistent quiet 25 from who?
Damn.
Bam don't average 25. Bam average a solid 20.
Yeah, but I'm saying like we already get like you said, we need a superstar.
I mean, he's an all-star. I think probably was a very all-star. I think he just fits y'all. I don't really think y'all are trying in the. Y'all keep saying y'all in a market for superstars, but y'all don't.
We in the
Pat
market.
Riley be trying to.
No, no,
Pat Riley trying
we
to
in the
finesse
market,
too
K.
much.
The problem is exactly. Like Pat wants to try to get a superstar for the cheap.
That's not happening, bro. You're not getting LeBron out of free agency, bro. You're
Yeah, this
not
ain't the 90s
getting.
no more. This ain't the early 2000s.
It's
No.
bro. The fact that niggas like LeBron and KD walking, that I don't think that's gonna happen, especially with this first and second
The way
April shit now.
the way these superstars can get paid for sticking with a team now,
Yeah, bro.
man.
No, niggas is not gonna
Why
just
would you
like
leave?
let that. Yeah, niggas is just not gonna just leave
Get
like
your
on.
money first, and then if it don't work out, get
I could
traded.
lucky get a Zion too though. We could trade y'all Zion if y'all wanted to, but
Nah, I
at the
don't want
same
him.
time, he doesn't
I'm
fit
cool.
y'all.
I
I mean,
wouldn't
it's
want him either way.
just
Wouldn't want him. He don't play enough games for me. That's why I'm about ready to get Tyler ass up out of there.
shout out to Tyler Hero, bro. I feel like it's a South
I'll
Beach
rock with him.
king.
I'll rock with him. But what's the best ability?
Availability, bro. I've been telling y'all this
Ding
shit for
ding ding
years.
ding 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 ding.
Y'all niggas tried to sell me and say Zion was. I'd be stupid if I traded Zion. Now look at y'all.
Well, the thing is because
I
every time
haven't
Zion was on the court, he
I,
shifted everything.
I haven't heard an apology yet from none of y'all niggas saying, "Hey man, maybe you
Oh
were right about this." But hey,
God.
brother,
Because every time, even though Zion could get on the court, it was like Embiid. Like every time Zion got on the court, his
yes, bro.
presence was felt every time. He just couldn't stay on.
Damn, bro. It's like every time he got on the court, bro, he missed twice as many games that after that first one.
That's the only problem, bro. Because I'm telling you, when he got on the court, it's no question what he gonna do. He gonna go out
I
there.
never
He gonna
and
put on a
and the thing
show.
and the thing that y'all kept, yeah, I didn't realize is I never said anything about his game besides him needing to develop a jump shot. Everything else, I was like, damn, bro, he's an amazing player. Damn, too bad that I never get to see it.
Yeah, I mean that's true. He just can't stay on the court.
With that being said, man, uh, yeah, man, get Franz, bro. Please, bro, please get Franz
I
away from
want y'all.
Paolo. Please, God, please,
Nah, I
God,
want
please get Franz so far away from Paolo.
I want Ja.
Bro, just get Paolo, just get Franz away from Paolo. I don't care what happens around.
But I also do really like Davion Mitchell. I really like Davion Mitchell. He's a true Heat point guard in my opinion. But
Yeah,
anyway,
he
man.
comes off the bench. Come off the bench.
Good. Anyway,
uh, yeah,
um, I like that, man. I think we kind of saw eye to eye on a lot of what we saw from these teams that got eliminated. I can't wait for my fast break this week. Um,
which one was
you
you
know,
doing?
I'm not sure yet, man. I really wanted because man, I could talk about the Timberwolves every week. I can talk about them every week, bro. But I don't want to keep talking about the Timberwolves. You know what I'm saying?
I think I know what I'm
Um,
doing.
Shout out to the Pistons winning game one. The Thunder is up 7 right now, and it's about to be halftime. And I really want to see the second half of this game. So
Okay. All right, man. Well, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, bro. Keep sharing with your friends, families, bro. The notoriety is good, bro. We're listening to all comments. We're responding. We're trying to respond to most of the comments that y'all are leaving on under YouTube and the TikTok reels. So um, I thank y'all for the support, man. Again, y'all y'all are our family. So appreciate y'all, man. You got anything for the people, bro?
we are family. Nah.
Got finger
Hey man. Oh,
nigga.
you see what
Oh yeah, the breezy album dropping
you see it.
Friday.
Hey, that track featuring
Uh,
Leon. Oh my God. What was he
but
thinking?
hey man, we'll talk about it later on the pod.
What, oh my God, that track is filthy.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll talk about it Friday. We'll talk about it Friday. We'll talk about it Friday. All right.
mm.
But yeah, nah, man. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We up.